Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trend, Deneen, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, this space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
Plug.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Shameless Plug podcast. I am Deneen Akana. And as you can see, we have a returning guest, co-host. Coach Denitra cannot be here tonight because
No, don't tell it. Denitra cannot be here tonight for a second week in a row. Sure. She can't be here tonight is because her neighborhood didn't pay their light bill. And they cut that thing off. What time? 5 o'clock? They didn't pay their light bill. So that's why she's not here today. Because her whole entire neighborhood in North Carolina somewhere, they got that We Power electric company, and they didn't pay their light bill. They got Spirit type of light bill. The Spirit Airlines, that's what they got. And they didn't pay their light bill. They about to go in foreclosure.
Spirit is gone.
That's their light too is gone.
At Johnny Yacht, I think is it Johnny Yacht? Yanni Yacht? You know who that
Johnny
is?
Yacht?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Chosen.
Yeah.
Hey, love, my TikTok family. Hey, what's up? And then we have Naomi
Shook. Naomi Shit. Naomi how you doing? Naomi Shit. How you say it? Is Naomi? Okay, great. So okay. Sorry, Naomi.
Yeah, so Denitra hopefully will be back next week. Hopefully. So what's up, Coach? What's been going on since last week?
Nothing. Sky still blue, water still wet. You know, same toilet, different shit. You know what they call it. But nothing still. You know, just working on different projects, getting guys, you know, to where they need to be. Pitch decks, screenplays, all that good banana stuff.
Hello,
you know, just working. Football season about to start up again. We're about to get to practice. I got on the football. My team, high school, just I coached for, about to get that started. And, you know, just shaking and baking, man, you know, make it what it do, you know, thugging it out.
Okay. All right. Well, all right, Mr.
I was on a podcast earlier this week and, you know, telling people why they, you know, screenplays and why you should join. But we'll go to that Shameless Plug later on. If you want to dabble into that, I do that, you know, Shameless Plug information down the road. But anyway, that's pretty much just that's what it is. Good. You know, we live. Everything happens when we live. So what's going on with you, Deneen?
Nothing much, working on stuff,
Oh,
working on
sponsor. You can't see my. Make sure you get the Men's Daily Multivitamin from CVS Health. Make sure you get that. This is a great pill, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored by this segment of the Shameless Plug is sponsored by impromptu advertising through CVS Health Men's Daily multivitamin set. Take one a day, guys. It will definitely help you. One a day.
Okay. So, but other than that, you know me, I just been crafting, creating with my TikTok family. Doing my activity books, still working on pitch decks and things like that. That's about it. Staying busy. You know me, I'm busy. I'm always creating. I'm always doing something. Finished up my I gotta finish up. Well, actually, I gotta start writing some screenplays. I finished up the pitch deck for one, so now I gotta start writing it up and everything, and that's about it. That's all that's been going on in my world. Not too much, just waiting for this warm weather to finally get here and stay here. That's about it. But other than that, it's been
all right. Okay. Right now, I've just been sending out emails. So if anyone who wants to, become part of the 12-week, 10 emails per week, the paid screenwriter system, please come join us. Another Shameless Plug segment sponsorship.
Very good. Yeah, you got to send out my query letter for how many too?
I need $50 for 12 weeks.
You know what I need then, right? What I need. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm thinking I can't turn off this light, but if I turn off this light, then my light may not come back on.
Go on. So we have a very, very, very interesting and wonderful guest tonight, who almost didn't make it. We were going to reschedule, but he took off, and I was like, listen, he take off. He made a commitment, so we have to make the commitment because,
right.
Demetria wasn't going to be here, so we was going to reschedule. But once he said he took off, I'm like, nah, we're going to work something out. If I have to just do it by myself. You made the commitment, so we're going to make the commitment to get you on. So we do have Alec Beatty, who is patiently waiting. But before that, Coach, you want to read the bio?
I'm glad you say his name correctly because I will mess it up. Alec Beatty, he is an independent filmmaker and director and the founder of Black Dragon Film Studios, LLC, known for his bold visual style and character-driven storytelling. Alec focuses on creating cinematic projects that blend action, drama, and grounded human themes. With a passion for filmmaking that began at a young age, Alex has developed his craft through hands-on experience, writing, directing, and producing original content. His work often explores themes of resilience, identity, and overcoming adversity, drawing from real-life inspirations to bring authenticity to every project. As the creative force behind Black Dragon Film Studios, Alex leads productions from concept to completion, collaborating with actors, crew members, and creators to build compelling stories for screen. His projects, including Cav, the impersonator phenom, highlight his ability to merge original storytelling with high concept ideas and engaging performances. Currently, Alex's main focus is his upcoming film, The Shadow Hunter, which serves as his primary discussion project at this time. On Shadow Hunter, Alec works closely with Casper Luna, who serves as first assistant director and co-writer. playing a key role in shaping the film structure, pacing, and overall execution. The film reflects Alex's evolving style as a director, combining a dark cinematic tone and character-driven intensity, and stands as a key step forward in his filmmaking journey. Driven, innovative, and committed in growth in film industry, Alex Beatty continues to expand his vision, aiming to create impactful films that connect with audience and leave a lasting impression. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Alex Beatty.
I saw you cracking up backstage. Why are you reading like that, Coach? Why?
When I was a kid and the teacher asked me to read out loud, that's how I read out loud, and I ended up having a little short voiceover career because of that.
So that's what started it. Oh my!
That's what started
God.
because I love to read out loud. I can't read out loud. And I had a class that I had teacher left. I always do that.
Oh my God! Anyway, Alex, welcome.
I was literally picturing Wizard of Oz, though. He's the Wiz of Oz.
We're full laughs.
Oh my God, he is such an ass. He is such an ass. I swear.
I'm such an ass.
All right, how are you, Alex?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm well. Thank you for helping me out, and now I have somebody else to share this madness with him and everything. Thank you. Coach, I swear you it is. So you got a lot going on.
Yeah, we got a lot of things going on and we got a few things up and coming in the next couple of years. Just chipping away.
Oh, so you got the years planned out. Not even usually people say, next couple of months. You like, I got the next couple of years planned out. That's what I'm talking about. So why don't you give us short, other than what Coach said, what else would you like the people to know about you?
I consider myself an up and coming I'm a filmmaker. Do directing, editing, producing, writing. I learned all the different departments through college, and I'm still learning every day. If it's about sound, I'm still learning. I learn by visuals, so I watch a lot of movies that's based on sound. When it comes to art department, I watch a lot of reality TV, just to see more about the fashion. And even American Idol, I watch the style that performers come on stage with. It comes to lighting. Lighting for me, I watch a lot of just like performer, like Michael Jackson, Prince, Drake, Usher. I watch all the different arsenals of music. I watch how they're lit on set, how different things, especially horror movies. Horror movies, I would definitely like to see the different lighting aspects and the writing. I always watch like James Cameron films, just as, like Titanic, Terminator, Alien, and focus more on the behind the scenes, how every scene was written from there, and then directing goes right back to James Cameron, just how there even become times if he wants something to get done, he'll pick up a camera himself. Though, hey, get a few people, and okay, let's go out and shoot this scene. So do a little bit of guerrilla style type of thing. Able to produce for very little. It's one thing I do love to see.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So when you go ahead, Coach.
No, go ahead.
So when you say with very little, what do you mean? I'm sure you mean like with very little money, very
resources, like crew. Yes, budget wise, and very cool, and less connections. Like I just need one location, 3 people, and one prop.
That's all you need?
That's all you need really to produce a scene. to be able to do that, it's like if I can do scenes with very little, now I know I can do with five crew members, 10 cast members. It's the same thing it's the same thing in my brain. It's just a few more people, type of deal.
Okay. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. So let's ask you. I'm gonna ask you a
Let me
couple
ask you
of
this.
questions.
I'm sorry. Let me.
Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I just want to know, budget wise, what's the average that you will spend on a film so far? Budget. You don't got to tell me the actual amount. Just give me a ballpark figure of how much you think you be spending on your films and things like that.
It actually depends if we're talking about like a short or we're talking about a feature.
Let's say a feature.
Featured, well, that's what I'm working on with Kevin. Yeah, I want to say, because I know for a fact at the moment we're close to like $5,000 with this shooting, and I could be exaggerating it. My other producer, will probably tell me I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably more than that. That's just from my perspective, from what I pitch in. I'm very close to like $5,000 spending on just a couple years, just doing small little shoots every few months, just so everything's planned out. Especially like the big performance scenes, get into location, and then the type of rehearsal, the dance rehearsals we do, so paying for that, and then of course the actors, travel, little stuff, everything. I add up everything, every down to the T, even myself, how much I'm spending on camera gear, lighting type of things.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you located?
I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So you would say that most of your locations are mostly guerrilla filming, or you have a few?
We do with permits. Kevin, we only done pretty much everything. I pretty much talk everything out to you for like, especially if we're near like businesses. I always reach out about filming next to the location. So I always make sure there is a conversation before we get out to shooting.
Yeah, because I always say this, throwing it out here to different filmmakers that does locations and they want to do pro bono work. I will say if you have the luxury of doing it, I will say a law office, right? You're using their office. I will say, hey, if you let me film here, I would definitely get one of my actors to do a small commercial for you, advertising on sites, and then in return, you will do allowing us to film here. If you want a small part just in the background, saying I got a roll of credit, or if it's possible, you can do a small advertising to let us know that our movie is coming out such and such. Don't forget to check out such and such. If you want a discount or something, like, hey, if you check that movie out, we're gonna give you 5 hamburgers. I'm just saying. So I say pro bono work. I tell people that, hey, get with them and work out an agreement for pro bono work where they can actually advertise your business and you advertise theirs, back and forth. So that way that when the film comes out, they can actually, because I know you won't make profit back. I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. But then and there.
Yeah, it's all about collaboration.
Absolutely.
It's all about collaboration. There's always a collaboration to be had, in my personal opinion, with any vendor, with any location you go to. And everything. It just depends on the person you're dealing with, and what they're willing to allow you to do. Like some places, they're charging a fee. Some it could be. I literally had one location on Kevin where, because I'm wearing a certain NFL team's hat, and the guy happened to be a fan of the same team. He said, "Oh, I'll work a deal out for you, man." And I just got to pay for. I just had to pay for security. That was it. I didn't have to pay for the venue or anything. It's just luck like that sometimes happens.
That's a good luck thing.
You know.
Right? I'm sure that saved a lot of money.
Oh, for
All
sure.
right. So I'm gonna start off. I think, well, my first question is like, towards you, but then the rest of the questions, I guess, leads into the films, and then I guess we can, not our co-host, but I said your entourage. I don't know what I don't know what to call them. What do you call them?
Oh, my first ADs, my assistant
Okay.
directors. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my first question: what personal experiences or moments in your life shape the stories you feel compelled to tell on screen?
Mm. My thing is when I watch movies, it's always about the fantasy, the story, the escapism that the director's vision, the writer's vision, draws the audience. It's like it's like when I first watched Terminator. It starts with that, like. Um, no idea at the time there was a low budget film. I didn't know about low budget stuff, things like that. I just thought it was very fascinating. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how they use Arnold Schwarzenegger on screen and their approach, the way they even have him speaking as a machine, literally talk like a machine. The different scenes that they do, the scenery, the look, because everything was like mapped out because of the budget. Because when you have someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you only have so much money to have them on set. So it's like, how can you utilize and everything? So it's really looking at when I watch a movie, if I'm glued to it, if I'm glued to the screen, type of deal. Like I can watch a movie without popcorn. If I can do that, there's something interesting going on with the story and everything. Yeah, because half the time though, and it's not a diss to any filmmaking. It's just there's very little films that really take me out of reality, type of deal. So when it comes to movies, that's my approach. I want to make sure whoever's watching, I'm taking you out of reality. I'm taking you into this world of the story we're telling in this other alternate universe.
Okay. All right. Before I get into my next question, we just got some other people that showed up. We got Kia. Hey, Kia. Thank you for joining. We got Noah. Noah says that's some voice acting reading in there.
I know.
Hey, my TikTok family. She said, I'm here. And then we got Stevie. Hello, everyone. Hi, Stevie. Thank you for joining. TikTok family. So Kia saying hi to Brittany. Brittany saying hi to Kia. I don't know how to. Oh Lord, they got their own personal conversation going on. And this is not the chat, y'all. This is not the chat. Okay, look at they got their own personal conversation going on in them. All right.
Who said me eat that trash?
They trying to do the at me so that they can see their comments on the screen. They don't know. They're saying they don't know how to do it. But I love them anyway. All right. So Shadowhunter is being described as dark, cinematic, and character driven. What makes this project different from anything you've created before?
So when it comes to Batman, Batman's one of my favorite. I say he is my favorite DC character out of comics. My first time watching Batman, Michael Keaton '89, and then Val Kilmer, Batman Forever.
Which one do you like best?
Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I think
Michael Keaton. Even though my favorite Riddler is Jim Carrey, he's the best Riddler in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen anything better. So when it comes to Batman itself, it's and I've seen variations. I even seen another short film made in 2003. It's when YouTube first started. It's called Batman Didn't. It's about Batman versus Predator and Alien. So I did like the concept. I actually thought it was very good to the point I thought it was actually Warner Brothers. I had to learn about what fan made films is about. So that was fun having that explained to me. So when I came to that, I went into the behind the scenes of how Batman Didn't was made, the altercations, the flaws, the ups and downs, coming in contact with certain people. Learned a few things. One, just because you say you have connections with big celebrity that you want to see as Batman, but then of course though you're going to come across as well how sure are you the studios are not going to come after you if things like that. Because now when you're dealing with Hollywood actors like a Rocky type of deal, it's like they might be stepping on toes, they might be stepping on things. So it's like the lesson in it is going through that experience, because sometimes you got to go to a certain lengths to find the right person for your movie. It's not always going to be that first person that you bring in. It might be the second person that comes in and everything. So that's one thing I like to see when it came to being an independent filmmaker. So learning that aspect is sometimes you're going to have a good pan out with certain people, and sometimes it's for a season. They might say they want to do it, and then they get into it. They say, well, I really don't want to do it. They pull out. But sometimes you got to go to that experience to find the right person, someone that wants to, well, not wants to, they are that person. They become that character. So I always wanted to do like a concept of Batman for a long time. But I just never wanted to do Bruce Wayne because it's been done so many different times from different, even fan-made films. I've seen so many different Bruce Waynes. I said, what about Thomas Wayne? You know, like, well, what if he was African American? What if he was a Marine coming into it? And literally happened like 3 years ago. Came across someone who's a former Marine. And he does Batman for his community. He created his own outfit, his own concept, and everything. He does a lot of community charity type events. Goes to Panther games because he's up there in Asheville, so he goes up there and does things with Panther fans, making appearances as Batman. Yeah, so when it came to that story, I was like, okay, now I need another person. Someone that can dig deep into the horror side of things. It's like I like the fantasy and the action stuff, everything. But my first AD, Casper, really liked. Met him through being a scare actor. He works at a #1 haunted house in North Carolina, the Nightmare Factory. So when we came in contact, though, I started to learn he likes the horror side, and also, he's a Batman fan. I say, hey, I got this little short, though. I think we can team up because I can really see you taking a character that we have that appears in the film, someone that you never seen Batman go up against. Because we seen him go against Joker, we see him against Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Bane, all these. Clayman, all these different characters, but we never see him go up against somebody that's not human. That he's a little bit paranormal, and it's created by Joker. It's created by Joker through a serum that changes anyone into superhuman type of deal.
So is this where we're going to bring Casper on?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We don't do that, ma'am. So you want to introduce Casper?
Yes.
Okay, introduce him.
All right. Oh, introduce. I got you. Yeah, I apologize. I say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, because of I'm a military brat, though. My folks are retired Marines. Okay. Yeah, I'm used to it.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Casper Luna, my first AD for Shadowhunter. He is the man. He is the legend. He is the idealist. Everything from special effects, from dynamic horror type stuff. He's my other side of us being crazy, because we're all crazy when we do superhero, horror, thriller type films. Because you got to go to that place, that dark place, to tell certain stories and everything. But yes, Casper Luna, my first AD for Shadowhunter.
And here is Casper. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much. I apologize for the lack of image. Today's been crazy and I'm kind of stuck in my car at the moment, but I am all yours. And may I say that Alec really fluffs me up. He makes me sound like this amazing. He stumbled upon a holy horror grail. And I had worked with him on a few small projects in the past, just in passing, and we had the discussion about the horror. When he reached out to me, I told him about the location that I worked at, the Nightmare Factory in Havelock, North Carolina, and put him in touch with the owners. They loved the idea, said, yeah, you guys can come by and film. And I just thought that I was going to be kind of a creative consultant, helping out between the business and everybody else. And at the end of it, I ended up being in the center of these rooms with these actors, helping them move around obstacles and use what we had in our building to the best advantage for the scene. And it just kind of started spiraling after that.
Wow. That's cool. So before we go a little bit deeper, let's look at the what do we have? Where is it? Give me 1 second. Alec, you sent me over. Was it the behind the scenes that you sent me?
Yes, it's behind the scenes.
Okay, so let's look at this.
It was the fact of doing something that's never been done before.
It was interesting to start out. It's the first time that I've been involved in a proper superhero film, let alone anything that has this kind of scale with the actors, the fight scenes, the costuming.
Well, you know, it's always exciting to look at script, looking at our stories, and being able to see how they transform.
You humans are ridiculously stupid. What are you? What are you? I'm Czar, demon from the underworld. And you? I'm Batman. Never heard of you.
That's what led to this story of, okay, we're going to put Batman in a situation where nobody believes he's getting out of.
It was amazing. I love doing fight scene videos as a martial artist. I love trying new techniques, new outlets, especially in small, close spaces and big spaces, and playing as different characters.
It was awesome. Here at Silent Edge, we specialize in building attractions and doing video production. So when we were approached to have the film here at our studio, we were very, very excited.
He sees it in his head before it happens. And that's one of the reasons I love working with him. Is he reminds me in a sense of Orson Welles when he was asked why he was such a great filmmaker, and he answered by saying, I didn't know what I wasn't allowed to do.
Thomas Wayne, I can tell you one thing. He is the embodiment.
I have no idea.
He's Batman.
Who is Thomas Wayne? The Batman?
Thomas Wayne is Batman.
You ready, Batgirl?
Until our last breath.
I am not a disgrace. I am the master of the shadows. I am the night. I am vengeance. I am Batman!
Wow, that's crazy. That is good. That looks
You know
scary.
what? I have to say that for what you guys have done, that trailer alone should entice people to go see it, because not too many people can pull off in the independent world a trailer like that to the point where I will use it as far as my advertising to go see the movie or go stream it, because it makes me want to say, okay, I can't wait to see it just by the trailer alone. That is something unique that not too many people do in the films. That trailer right there, the behind the scenes, was awesome. Y'all created something there.
And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, that is definitely a compliment, because Coach has a horror that's coming out soon. So he recognized horror. So he knows about horror. So if he's saying that, you guys did a great job.
Good work on the trailer. To make people go, entice them to go see it. Good work on it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, because especially being on the set, though, you do feel like you're in Arkham Asylum type of deal. Because that's what I mean. Because we talked about the Arkham games. We talked about just the feeling. It's the same thing like Arkham Asylum when they did the first game with you're trying to search for Joker because he escapes out of the prison, but you get to experience the life and the scenery of Arkham Asylum. You know, it's it really feels like you're in the world of Batman. Just shooting the scenes. It was even to the point though, like and we shot during the day too though, so it was like it seemed more like I'm in a nightmare 100% of the time. And especially working with Jeremy doing the creature once he had the makeup and things on and everything. Even Thomas doing the Batman, he liked to he liked to play around a little bit though, stand in the corner in the dark with the bat suit on, type of deal. So they were those characters like 24/7.
How long did it take you to shoot the whole thing? I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you
off. I want to say I think that was those scenes that we shot there. That was 2 days. We shot that in 2 days, and then 2 days of pickup shots.
Okay. Well,
now I have a question.
Go ahead, Coach, because I know you know. No, go ahead. You know all of this. Go ahead.
I have a question about the name Batman, and I know trademarking and be able to use the rights. How are you guys able to wiggle around that by using the name Batman? I know some things are not trademarked. You can actually use it. Certain people may say, "Hey, you can't use Batman. You got to use a different name because it's trademarked through Warner Brothers or Disney or So how you get guys able enough to film a movie by using Batman, the name Batman?
Yeah, so when it comes to like marketing type deal, even the title, I wanted to make sure instead of using Batman, that's when me and Casper say, well, what's a different name we can use that we can use for the title for the brand when it comes to marketing and putting it out there. So that's when I was just having a random conversation with Thomas. As like, and I was reading a lot of his, watching a lot of his IG stories because he likes to narrate stuff about his own Batman type of deal. I was like, there's something I see. I was like, you talk about being in the shadows all the time, and then also certain things about spoiling the movie. He's a hunter. He likes hunting down like his prey when it comes to because Thomas Wayne is kind of like a Terry McGinnis. He's more dirtier than Bruce. And I know in the comic books he had the 2 pistols and everything. This Batman's a little different. Similar. Just when it comes to like props, things he uses. That's we switched up a little bit. But yeah, that's when Shadowhunter came into play. I said, well, let's call it Shadowhunter. Like even in the movie, let's make sure. And that's when I've looking up. Are we allowed to say certain things in movies? Are we allowed to say certain things? And from the most part, though, I haven't got any feedback as far as dialogue using it in the script. It's mainly about like when we're branding it, make sure you're not using Batman. Like when I put post out, when I make posters, I make sure the name Batman is not seen. And everything far as the costume, I make sure it's Thomas in the suit. It's his actual suit, though. It's not I know most people that make thumbnails with AI and things like that make sure it's not something from the movie. It's not from the comic books. I make sure everything is Thomas in the suit, though. Because even his suit, though, by itself, though, he put together himself, like handmade type of deal. So he will take stuff from like Ben Affleck's outfit and he will mix it in with his own color color pup paint type of deal. Even the
Mhm.
cowl's a little different, and he has like 4 different cowls. So that's just one of the cowls that he wears. Um, yeah, and he does add one aspect to his character. When you guys see it, though, it's amazing. It's cool. I think it's really cool and everything.
It's a nice sneak attack. It's
Yeah,
also
it's
a matter of how you're using the character. With a
Right.
lot of fan films, if you're not directly making a DC product, you can usually make references to certain characters, provided, like, once it gets to the credits, you let everybody know that the characters on screen were inspired by these characters, who they're
right.
trademarked to, who they're licensed to. So you're not trying to create a whole new canon for them. The way that it was best explained to me is, since Marvel and the multiverse, people are treating films the way that the comic books are, to where there are hundreds and thousands of universes that are out there, and there's no real stories as to what happens to Batman on planet 321. And you can end up telling his story and still have some freedom to kind of play around, because there's nothing already solidified about that character. You can use all new creations, customized suits, locations, and as long as you're not making direct references
Right.
that this is actually part of DC's heritage, then they're usually pretty open to a lot of things. And in some cases, they've actually reached out to help filmmakers if they kind of like the original ideas. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed on that second one.
I have one more question. I'm gonna let Deneen take over. Just one more question. I like to hear about. I hear about Thomas Wayne. In your guys' creative minds, where's the origin that came from Thomas Wayne? Is he just a different type of person, or he's related to Bruce Wayne? In creative mind, the origins of Thomas Wayne, where he come from?
So Thomas Wayne, and this is the coolest thing about Thomas. His actual legal name is Thomas Wayne. So when it came to that, I just asked him stuff about himself, though, and I was like, "Oh, he's a former Marine. Oh, he has a son. Oh, so and so." I was like, "What's applied that?" And type of deal, because then it's like, legally you could do what you want, because it's like, if he has a legal name, that's his actual name. He's playing himself that's in the suit, though. So when it comes to certain things, so that actually lines up though with what Cass was talking about. As long as you're not giving direct references. So like, okay, cool. Did you see Joker and Harley? Okay, what is their version like? So that's when we gave it to. I said, well, in the future, like Batman Beyond, the cartoon and everything, they were. Yeah, there were like more than one Joker. There was actually gangs that called themselves the Jokers, type of deal. It's okay. They have this cyberpunk look to them. I say, well, what if we give Joker a cyberpunk look, though, type of deal? Let's say like this is a what if Joker's in the cyberpunk games. Well, how would he look like? Type of deal. So that's when we got the steampunk type of deal. And I think Casper, you were. I think you and Atlas at the time, though, you guys came up with the pins to do around his mouth. So it's like the pins are keeping his mouth together, type of
So
deal.
our special effects team that we worked with, between our own makeup and effects team and the people at Silent Edge that were on site helping us, came up with amazing special effects that essentially made our Joker look like he had pierced his own cheeks with safety pins. Like how the Heath Ledger Joker had the smile with the scar. Well, he, instead of letting it heal normally, just decided he was going to suture it himself. And he had this very punk rock, very industrial type look to him, very techno, cyberpunk. And with the location we were filming at, there's a lot of neons and black lights. So once we actually got everything on film, with all of the stainless steel on his face and the neons, it became a weird kind of love child between what Jerry Bruck or Joel Schumacher did with the Forever and Batman and Robin, with the neon lights and bringing back that comic book element, and the darkness that Tim Burton had. And the scenes felt real dark and claustrophobic when you were in the room with Atlas, who was our actor, when he was in full makeup and full getup. We're setting for a scene, and just looking at him and being too close to him, you started feeling a little unsettled. And it became a really beautiful combination of circumstances, events, and just random ideas that came up there on the spot. Hey, I'd like to try this. All right, do it. And we pretty much gave the actors a lot of free room to kind of play around with the characters and how would you interpret these characters? How do you think they would end up reacting to this scene? And just sitting back and kind of letting them take the reins and get that creature out.
Okay. That I'm sorry, I'm just looking up some questions. That sounds really interesting, and it seems like it was a lot of hands in it to make it what it was. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is like you said, you started out with one idea, just do this, and then you had help, let's use the pens, let's use this, and help bring an idea. Like you start off with something basic, but other people input help really bring it out and make it what it is. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Especially the more you work on film sets and the more crew they get put on there, you start realizing how many small things there are to do and how many of those small things actually contribute to what goes on the screen. And it really does play a part to be able to rely on your crew and be able to see that finished product of, hey, we put this together.
Right, because they see things that you might not see.
Yep, and everybody has some kind of influence in the final film. Everybody that works on it, they kind of leave their own little fingerprint in it in some way.
Right. Not to mention, they be watching, oh, that was my idea right there. I said put the pins right there. That was my idea.
It was really cool too, though. And another cool thing, I always like practical effects when it comes to movies, especially back in the day with even Batman, Tim Burton. What's another one? The first Predator movie, mainly practical effects, very little CGI type of deal. And I want to say in this short film, I think there's two about CGI shots in there. That I used in post-production. Everything else though was practical that happened on the set and everything. Especially certain scenes, thanks to our guy Justin Casper, co-owner of Nightmare Factory. I thought his scene that he did practical effects was really cool. It was really epic to see.
Okay, cool. So we have Brittany. Brittany says definitely, it makes me want to see it. Okay, and then we have Val. She said Alex is awesome and he's great to work with also. So she must know you.
Yeah, she works on a couple of my projects. She's cool. She's cool. I always pick on her though.
Yes, she is. Kia said that was a good question that Coach had asked. So, because we're gonna move into the next project. So first of all, tell people where they can watch Shadowhunter.
So we're in the process. We're finishing up post-production. We're getting some voiceover work done for certain scenes. The plan is to move it to actually streaming. The plan is to do is streaming. So I'm taking a day-by-day process. Everything. So once I know, everyone else will know. But I would say follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook, my YouTube. I'll be putting weekly posts, updates for Shadowhunter.
Okay, cool. So that leads us into your next project, and that is hold on. I got it. This is the first time I had all of these additional photos. It was funny because right before we came on, and I was telling Alex, I was like, you got to send me a MPV because what is it? Whatever it is, because I can't enter
EPK.
He was like, well, I was on another StreamYard and they did we no budget, okay? We don't have the camera or that extra TV where you can do that on StreamYard and you just have the camera and stream it up and pull it up. No, we low budget. We don't have all of that. So you got to send me the little file or we ain't gonna see it. Okay. So I thought that was hilarious. Okay.
It was funny.
It was funny. Right? I was like, yo, no budget. Okay. We ain't got all of that.
I'm dead.
So tell us about Kev, the impersonator phenomenon.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Casper, yeah, I have you casted in this one. Everything said was pretty. Yeah. So Kev, it's about an impersonator that does Michael Jackson. It's about behind the scenes mainly about him, but we do showcase him doing his thing, his doing an impersonation, the makeup, the dancing, the wardrobe, the glitter glove. We do everything that the impersonator does on when he goes to his thing. But then we try to show what happens when he gets off stage. What happens when he goes home? What's he dealing with? And that's the story I always wanted to tell. Honestly, for the last 17 years, I always wanted to tell a story because as I didn't get to see Michael Jackson or Elvis or they were long gone. Well, Michael Jackson just passed when I started getting into it was around 2009. I started getting into impersonating, like watching their shows, went to Murder Beach, Les in concert. I checked them out. And then I learned of Who's Bad tribute band of Michael going up and down the East Coast. I checked 3 of their shows. And just watching what they do, just getting that experience, just being an audience member, being in the crowd, watching how the mannerisms, the way he walks on the stage, the way he talks, the way he dances, you could tell if they really perfect what they do, their craft. So, and it just takes me into that escapism, takes me into out of this world and puts me into the 80s. They're taking me to the 80s. I feel like I'm in the 80s. So like that's just something I always wanted to tell a story about. And then of course, when I get into filmmaking, I have my ups and downs. I have my my struggle as far as dealing with people that don't like how I do a certain thing. They don't like how they ask me to be part of a project, and then they're not who they say they are. They say oh yeah, we got a script and everything, little things like that. And I'm like, now I look at the script, I give my opinions. They don't like the opinion. And it's unorganized, so I leave, and then they say stuff about me online to people like that. So I have my fair share of cyberbullying, things like that. Even my own education was questioned. Another person came from a certain town to go to the same school as me to take a certain class. Didn't take long until like a week, and then I'm talking to a sheriff for the first time in school. Never talked to him ever. Never had an incident. Because I pretty much get along with everyone. I have you have your people that okay, cool, you're nice and all, but I would rather work with these people, but we're cool though. I had that happen. It's just when it came to this person, he literally would try to get me kicked out of school, type of deal, and that's when I had my moment where I need to put this in a movie because this is like go on for 4 years. It's like I need to put this into a movie, because I feel like I'm in my own movie, and I know I'm going to overcome the situation, which I eventually do. I'm still doing my thing, so that's when it came back to. I said, "Oh yeah, I remember I wanted to tell a story about impersonator," and that's when one thing led to another. I said, "Hey, I know a guy that does impersonate. I just did another short film with him," and so when we reached out to him about this story, and he had his own stories. Being impersonating, so like we just talked for hours, and then that's when I contact certain people, contact Casper, and I say, hey, I got this story about a Michael Jackson impersonator that's we're exploring what he goes through online, what he goes through his relationships, what he goes through with his family members, and we're gonna put Kev through this dark hole, and then we're gonna show how he gets out of it.
Okay, so my question to you is, because he's been waiting backstage patiently, Tyrone Wesley, how does he tie into all of this?
So Tyrone, I first brought him on Kiv as a set designer. And he came at a real good time. We were doing the dark scenes, like with the family, with Kev's cousin, with Kev's mom and dad, and they're like fighting all the time through a certain incident I won't spoil. And there's just something about Tyrone. He gets along with everyone. You know, when you get on set with somebody, and when they step on the set, the whole environment changes in a good way.
Okay, well, let's see now. Let's bring him on. Let's see if everything gonna change. Let's welcome Tyrone. What's up, Tyrone?
How you doing?
I'm waiting for you. You gonna change the whole atmosphere about podcasts? You gonna change the scene about podcasts?
I already did. You bubbly, you out there, you showing the hands. It's like you moving the hair around. You already just propped up. Like you just had a cup of coffee.
All because of you.
I had to build you up, Tyrone, just like I do Casper. I got to.
Yes,
except in Tyrone's case, it's all true.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all true. Okay. So now that we have Tyrone on here, let's go into is it another behind the scene for this one?
I think it's just the first trailer. And Casper, I'll give you a clear glimpse. I do have the new trailer. It's coming out at a later time. I have a strategy for it though, but it's still the first trailer.
Okay. So that's
everything.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at that.
We have concerns that you are unsafe and that you harass clients.
You know, actors are supposed to give like a transformative performance, not maintain some mediocre status quo.
Oh, your performance was so hideous. Your mom must be so disappointed.
Oh, Kevin, that performance was so bad. I almost feel sorry for you.
Kev, that performance was dead on arrival. Let's just skip ahead to the funeral.
I don't know what's worse, you or erectile dysfunction.
With acting that bad, you might as well act in porn.
Kev, this is just sad. And you, well, the word pathetic comes to mind.
Don't think you're better than anybody, because you're not.
I don't know, Kevin. Like, you just make mediocrity look like an art form. Just give it up.
I know I promised you the gig, but these three other guys, they just don't want to work with you.
You are not supposed to be here.
Just remember, it all starts with you. Your father would be so proud.
I show him who's bad.
What makes you think you're gonna get booked? You have no experience.
God, you're such a friggin' fraud.
This isn't some high school talent show.
I know cancer patients with a better future than you.
You are a bully!
So, you call that a talent? I'll show you how it's done.
You wasted my time.
If I wanted to see better acting, I would have called
Kev, it's time. Let's go. Come on.
For help finding crisis resources, visit stopbullying.gov.
Wow. That was interesting. That was good. Like it really, really, really made you see the bullying side. Like you said, the part that you don't see, you know. Wow. because I mean, everyone has experienced some type of, being bullied in their life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And and when you have people, here it is, you have someone who seems like, this is what he wants to do, but everyone's telling him he's no good, and just picking on him, and like, wow, that is a different side of it. What, like, really, like, what made you really go there?
As far as the story goes, I remember specifically when we shot that. That was based on, that it started with the guy coming to the class, and the next week, though, he files a complaint to try to get me kicked out of school, talking about I was harassing him, even though none of that occurred, type of deal. And then on top of that, tried to help another upcoming classmates, first year in school, and then get there and there for 4 hours, no idea who the director is, no idea who anybody is, for them to send me home. Till I said, you know what? I got this story. I got this script. I got Kev on the side. I got a few people that can come in and do some critics, and everything was just building up, and everything that's said in the trailer is stuff that has been said to me, and I seen said to other people. So I threw in stuff I seen on Facebook, stuff that's been in my DMs. I seen things been said to me in person, and I threw it in the story. Um, and funny enough, when we first, so I did get my glimpse of showing people that have said these things, showing it to them at a screening, and seeing their reaction, seeing their response to it, and a lot of it, it's like, and a lot of it was like a lot of silence, type of deal, and that's when my program director came and told me, and say, that's how you know you have something, especially if people don't have nothing to say to you, it's because you got something.
Right.
Type of deal. And unfortunately, it's with our program, we have a lot of egos, people that think they're better than the other person. So when something like this comes out, a lot of them go silent, though. So it was definitely telling that this is something I definitely want to continue writing and showing, and everyone that has been part of the project up to this point, though. It's a big thank you to you, because we're all standing together, and telling our truths and our stories of how the industry can be, and how dark it can get, though, and just to let you know you can overcome it as well.
Yes. Were you ever bullied as a kid?
Honestly, back then, though, it's been that was probably like that year we made the trailer was probably my worst experience, because that was going on for 4 years, and instead of and I have tried to tell people, I did all the things they say, is they, hey, tell an adult, tell this stuff, and nothing seemed to come of it. And that's when I learned when there is directors out there like Tyler Perry that have told their experiences through stories, through movies, and it made me look at some of his older stuff differently when I learned these things. I said, oh, so he took experiences that he had gone through and put it into movies. I said,
Right.
that might be my doorway to tell this story, through based on a topic I always wanted to tell, though, for a while. Everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone that's been part of it, big thank you. Big thank you.
Cool. Tyrone, what is your take on this?
I mean, just like Alex had said, my take on it is definitely a journey of going after something that you believe in, something that you want to do, and willing to risk practically everything you have to achieve it. And when you get those experiences of getting the feedback, getting the ridicule, getting the critiques, it's those moments that really test your resolve on how serious do you want it? How serious are you committed to it? Because anybody go for a goal or go for a dream. It's when the world pushes you back, telling you that you're not it. This doesn't work. You're too late. You're too old. You're too young, and you still push anyway. And you get there and you have that success. it becomes that major part of your testimony. And from that, it inspires other people to keep going and to pursue what they want to do in life.
It's funny you say that, because right before you guys came on, Coach and I were talking, and you know, he's like the guru of pitch decks, and I took a pitch deck training with him, and I love doing pitch decks too. And I'm like, you know, we promote, but I'm like, everyone still goes to him for the pitch deck. Like, nobody comes to me. And he's like, you know what? You, no matter what, you still gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep promoting. You gotta keep letting people know that you have this talent. Like, just because no one is saying anything right now, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. And then you guys come on and say the exact same thing. So he kind of like was right, but I don't want to tell him.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, Coach, you have any questions?
No, I just like your keep pushing. I like your determination. I love the actual behind the scenes and the trailers. You know, market them, promote them. You know, if anyone needs to help you out as far as distribution, just put it out there and see what happens. You just never know who might be interested in helping you. You know, with it. Just keep pushing. Y'all are very creative. Very creative. So just keep pushing. I love to see, you know, yeah, I love to see that.
So we're gonna do like a quick rapid fire. Anyone can answer. All right, so that's Tyrone, Casper, or Alec. Not you, Coach. Okay. If your life was a movie, what would it be? What would be the title if your life was a movie?
Ooh. The Continuing Adventures of.
That's it? The Continuing Adventures of?
Yeah. Like, you could fill in your own blank, write your own story, just constantly go on adventures, experience new things, meet new people, you know, be able to pull the person's name out of the book, put your own in there.
But this is your movie, though.
Yeah. I'm also an actor. I like to put on different hats, different roles. I'm a musician by career trade, which is what drew me to the Kev film. I play one of Kev's background musicians. And even with that, I put on so many different hats that it's fun to be other people sometimes.
Gotcha. Okay. Tyrone?
The first movie to come to mind to describe my life will be Antoine Fisher.
Okay.
Good one.
Alec?
Oh, it's my own. The Kevin impersonator phenom. It's my own.
Okay. Here's another one. So if one actor called you and said, hey, come work with me, and you would drop no matter what you were doing to go be with them and work with them, who would it be?
I'll say Javar Jackson. I will say right now.
I would say Denzel Washington.
I'd say Sir Ian McKellen.
Okay. Ooh, those are good. Let's see. What one film cliche you secretly love?
Mine's Yippee-Ki-Yay. It makes me giggle every time that I hear it.
But don't he say something behind that?
Yeah. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that here?
Yippee-Ki-Yay.
Yeah.
If the host says it, I'm trailing with it.
Yeah. That was. Oh my God, I have so many. Go ahead, Tyrone. You got one?
Samuel L. Jackson. Say what again?
Oh my God! You take the word
some
out
people in the chat line said something. Some people in the chat line said one of their famous quotes is, let me put it up here. You make the money, but don't let the money make you.
That's hilarious.
I hate you, Coach. I swear I hate you.
Wow.
I hate you. And I just want y'all to know, Coach has access to, he has the same rights as I do. So instead of posting that under his name, he gonna post that under my name.
Oh my God. Somebody posted, Denisha's next movie. When y'all was talking about y'all movies, someone posted on Denisha's next movie should be Lights Out. Oh my God.
You dead wrong. You dead wrong. You are dead wrong. I swear you are dead wrong. Okay.
These people crazy, man. Crazy.
All right. Coffee, when you're doing editing, coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee.
Coffee, man. Yeah. I tried energy drinks. It lasted about an hour, and I was dead out sleeping.
Oh my God.
It's not coffee. It's coffee.
Coffee. What's your go-to snack during production?
Ooh.
For me, it's been Yogi's. It's like little yogurt, chewies.
Do they sell those in Costco? I think I know.
They do.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, berries and something like that. Those are good. Those are good. I know exactly what you're talking about. Tyrone?
Mine have been fruit.
Fruit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, okay. Casper?
A lot of mine's been trail mix, like being able to get like a little variety of stuff.
Well, they go with the coffee stuff. Yeah.
There's a lot of nibbling on set.
Uh-huh. Okay, which is more important, visual or
Oh my God.
You know what,
Oh my God. Why are you so unfair? Wait a minute.
I can't stand him. I can't stand him. I can't. I really can't stand him. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my God. Fast-paced action scenes or emotional dialogue scenes?
Emotional dialogue.
Yeah, emotional dialogue.
Mine's the same.
Okay. What's your dream film and location?
Ooh.
New Zealand.
Outback of Australia.
I always wanted to go to Australia.
Yeah, I'm about to go back to my kid days. Power Rangers was playing. That was Command Center in LA.
Oh,
I got to film there. Yeah.
Okay. Horror, comedy, or action? Which genre are you choosing forever? You only had to do one.
Horror.
Yeah.
That was an easy one. Your biggest filmmaking pet peeve?
Professionalism.
People doing their specific job versus trying to do other people's jobs on top of it. Just kind of do what you're supposed to do.
Okay, what you're there to do, not what everybody else's job.
Yeah, everybody serves a piece in a machine. Just do your part.
Okay. Tyrone?
Disappearing.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. People
They
get
didn't do
disappeared.
Yeah. We saw it.
I've never been on a film set. Even though I write screenplays, I've never been on a film set. Coach has been on a film set. He's been the script directors and everything. So I can't say I don't know anything about being on a screen set. I mean, a movie set. So you guys are letting me know, so people be disappearing. Word. When it's time, hope not when it's time for their scene or something like that.
We're searching for them. Yeah.
Why? Because they somewhere having crack.
I have something real quick. Make sure that they follow the script at times, because I had one film where they didn't follow directions and went improv, and they didn't get the sound too much. So they had to bring everybody back to redo the whole movie because they went off the script and the sound didn't pick up their dialogue.
Yeah, I haven't had that experience, but I did have experiences when your main actor comes to set, and they had the whole script. They had it for like 2 months straight, and they come on set. They still want to do their own thing, and it throws everybody else off. And now one person's the improv, now everybody has the improv.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt.
Okay, last one. What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you outside of filmmaking? I really got to think on that one, huh?
Well, I know me though, it's because I like 80s and 70s music type of deal though.
Okay.
Yeah, because 80s is where it was at for me growing up. And that's thanks to my folks. They grew up 70s and 80s.
Okay. Probably grew up probably my age.
Yep.
Wait, I didn't even tell you how old I was. You're like, yeah.
Busted.
That was the part where you say, nah, come on, no. You're like, yeah. Coach, would you stop? I was a 12-year-old hitman. Would you stop? I can't stand her. Damn. Let me hear. All right. Go ahead. So you got the 80s and 70s music. Next, who got Tyrone? Casper. Look at Casper. What you got, Casper?
I this year laid the foundation for a nonprofit organization that is basically designed on helping people kind of be self-reliant, self-sufficient, learn how to grow stuff, learn how to do basic repairs, just kind of everyday life traits that we've kind of lost over the last generation or two. Like, just the thought that the power goes out tomorrow, what are you going to do?
Oh, Lord,
not
why
everybody,
you say that?
It's that kind of concept that got my brain rolling, that I know so many people that if the power turned off tomorrow, they're stuck. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to really...
Dang, Casper.
So I am here to offer an open door service to the world.
You definitely have to come back. Reach out to us and come back, and we would love to hear you come talk about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get your information from Alec.
Yes, and schedule it and come back and talk about your nonprofit. This is what we do. We put a highlight on your hustle. Okay, nonprofits. We definitely want to highlight that. Tyrone.
So it's hard to say because I put out a lot of things that I've done. I would say I have written a horror movie script in grade school.
Oh, that early, huh? Wow. So you damn. So what are you gonna do with it?
I'm going back to rewrite it to add a little bit more realistic to it.
Is it kind of like a key horror story?
It's a horror story, but it just shows the limited mind of a child.
Okay.
Ooh.
That could be interesting. That could be interesting because they do have some kid horror movies out there. I'm not gonna lie, keep it 100. I'm not into horror. I don't like horror movies. And you put a zombie in there? Oh, hell no.
Speaking of horror movies, I got a friend that came up with he's writing the script for it. He came up with an interesting story called Friday the 13th on Sesame Street.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Not Sesame Street.
Because we were thinking talking about what if Big Bird became a killer. So he came up. I think it's Friday on Sesame Street. I think it's Friday on something like that. But he got Big Bird looking like a doggone monster. I'm like, wow. Okay, Friday the 13th on Sesame Street.
So it's kind of like Reedy the Pooh, the movie Reedy the Pooh, and they made him a horror genre.
He's all dark, black, you know, he got a killer mouth, you know, all that stuff. So
are you serious, Coach?
I'm like, you know what? That might work. All these crazy.
I think Coach
lying. I'm interested just hearing about that. I would love to see a whole series of just like childhood figures gone dark.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Think
about and make it. You can make it like how they do it. Was it Tales of the something? Like each week is a different, character or whatever.
Tales from the Crypt, absolutely.
Yes. Oh yeah. But who would be Big Bird's first victim?
The Grouch.
I don't know, but think about
the Grouch.
Think about it. Think about it if the Flintstones become a horror movie.
Oh my God.
The Flintstones become a horror movie. Fred and Barney killing people.
Yeah.
Listen, well, I mean, again, like you said, with trademark, we can't use them exactly, but you can work around that. I think, Coach, you want to write?
You can turn Fred into a black man and have him wearing something, and then it'd be like a cartoon version of what's that movie? Get Out, Fred and Barney. That would be interesting.
I am so dead.
Fred and Barney playing Get Out.
Right? The Stones.
Who was it? Valerie said I would watch. She said I would watch.
Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo.
They made it into a killer, so I can see that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I still haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to.
Wow. All right, guys. Okay. All right. Next thing, last thing. Where can the people find each one of you? Please let them know.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Black Dragon Film Studios LLC.
Okay.
Instagram and TikTok. Instagram air_Phoenix, and also on Instagram, my whole name Tyrone Wesley Jr.
And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Casper Luna Art or at Lycanthrope Entertainment.
All right. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on. And like I said, Eric, you showed dedication. You was like, oh, can we do it Friday? I was like, no. We only do it on Thursday. Well, what about next Friday? I'm like, no, we only do it on Thursdays. We only do it on Thursdays. Like, what are you not getting? We only do it on Thursdays. And you was like, oh, well, I'm going to have to take off again. I was like, wait, you took off? So, and then it was sad because Denitra, I was like, all right, she said, could you reach out to him and tell him? I was like, I'll do it. She's like, I ain't got 10% left of my battery. I'm like, oh, Lord. So I know tomorrow when she gets some juice or whatever, she gonna look at this and she gonna crack.
Oh, I know he called it Nightmare on Sesame Street. That's what he called it.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. But yes, and when you guys have future projects, please reach out. We would love to showcase it. And when the shows come out, when the movies come out, definitely come on and we can talk about it.
For sure. Sounds good.
Yes. Casper, I hope you reached your destination safely. Are you still driving?
No, I pulled up. I've been sitting here for the past few minutes. I'm safe and sound.
All right, great.
That's good.
I'll definitely be reaching out to you for future talks.
Yes, definitely want to talk about your nonprofit. We appreciate it. All right, guys, we appreciate it. Thank you for coming on the Shameless Plug podcast.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate it. Hopefully when you come back, when you talk about your other projects,
Yabba dabba raw. Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba raw. He's calling Fred.
You got a great voice, Coach.
Please don't tell him that.
Yabba dabba raw. Fred and Barney.
Casper, he had a great introduction though earlier though. It was
my
great.
God.
Yes.
You not thought through it, right?
That's one of the best
really,
introductions
really-
I have heard.
You have a good night as well, Val. Thank you for hanging with us.
you.
We appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who hung with us, because Lord knows, Coach, it's always an adventure with Coach. It's always.
Hey, Fred. Little Fred. Hey, Fred.
All right, guys. Thank you. Coach and I are going to close out the show, but we thank you, people.
Yes.
Please reach out to Alec Beatty, Casper Luna, and Tyrone Wesley, and they will. What is he holding up?
Raw. Yabba dabba.
Such a great troll.
I can't.
That's funny.
I can't. All right. He's really about to get in his silly bowl. Okay, he's really about to get in his silly bowl. All right, guys. Thank you. Y'all all have a great evening.
Same to you. You have a good night.
Good night.
Great.
Bye. Oh man, Coach, you are a mess. That's all I can say is that you are a mess. Okay. Any closing words, Coach?
Lights out.
Oh, you know, before we go, I'm sorry, guys. I was supposed to show these pictures right here. Dang, I just remember I had so much. So these are some of the photos from Kev. Look at him. He looks like Michael Jackson too.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, like he's contemplating his life. You know, and it really does remind me of Michael. It really does remind me of Michael. All right. Coach, stop. Would you put the phone down? All right, people. Coach, anything else before? I want to say, Coach, thank you for filling in at the last minute for Denitra. You know, we joke and everything, but we love you. We will always love you. Thank you for always being there for us. Thank you for all the knowledge you have given us and showed us, the guidance. And thanks for being a great coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Time for our asses to get off this dang on thing. Okay. Close it out. Lights out.
Yes.
Lights.
Until next week, people, we appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. And
for those that's watching over there where Denitra is, if y'all still have lights on in certain areas, make sure you go over there.
If they don't have any lights, how they gonna be watching?
Someone may have a generator.
We know one person who don't have one.
You know what? You wrong for that one. Just close it out. Cut off the lights.
Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denine's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Denitra and Denine, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
This is the Shameless Plug.